Hello, this is Dr. Ben from With Up Doc Media, and I am pleased to share the intro as well as some highlight snippets of this new podcast mini-series called Practice Compliance. Hello, everybody. This is Ben Fung with Up Doc Media, and I wanted to invite you to this special mini podcast series we're calling Practice Compliance. With me is the one and only Nancy Beckley. She is the one I trust when it comes to all things compliance. And while compliance isn't always known to be an exciting topic, it needs to be because it has everything to do with elevating the profession from within. And we're going to be talking about topics like cash PT and what accurate supervision is supposed to be, and some of the scarier stories out there. And of course, we are taking questions, and we've already received a whole bunch from social media. So stay tuned and see if we get to answer your questions this episode.
There's a lot of issues regarding productivity and compliance, but just because an employer is asking you to work an honest 8-hour day doesn't mean that they're asking you to do anything that's untoward.
Right, not to sway the RV blend so much that, everybody seems to be an RU, And
Exactly. So, and another thing, when you're in outpatient therapy, there's a number of cases that are out there right now on the OIG's audit plan report. And these are people that just got randomly selected because they have a high Medicare profile billing. Is that bad? No, it just means they see a lot of Medicare patients. The whole thing is bubbled up with our national associations because therapists felt they didn't have a place to turn to. They felt that if they reported a concern, they were either going to lose their job or be retaliated in some other way, that they would never find another job. Many therapists, Ben, that contact me, particularly in the private practice or outpatient setting, are very concerned that they're being asked to see too many patients at the same time.
And I'm going to throw a couple of hypotheticals at you. Let's see if we can rapid fire this as compliant, non-compliant, or the ever popular physical therapy answer, it depends.
There's a lot of it depends in compliance, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
So let's start.
I guess when it finally comes to it, if push comes to shove, how could a clinician protect their license, or do they need to? If they were, quote, forced to, bill this or you're fired, what did they do? How did they protect themselves?
Well, a clinician shouldn't bill this. They should be willing to be fired. And remember that we're not just talking about whistleblowers here, going to the United States Attorney or going to whistleblowerattorney.com, which actually is a real website. But actually, you may have an obligation as a licensee in your state to report this type of activity to your board. And I've had a couple of scenarios and where this has happened, where people have called me in, and it worked out okay because somebody saw something that really wasn't what they thought they saw. You know what I mean? And
that's why you want to start inside. You want to clarify that in-house first. I've been asking, I almost feel like they're silly Medicare questions, but I'm asking them purposely because I know these are real situations that are being faced out there, even by the most seasoned of professionals. So let's move on to probably one of the hottest topics lately is cash PT.
So your supervisor may be in a position of not exactly knowing stuff. So you don't necessarily want to put them on the defense right away, but reach out and try to get some of your own research done.
And it's not the end of the world. That's the thing. I think people kind of reach this point of, I have a compliance question, therefore it's the end of the world. Really, it's a beginning of conversations is, I think, how it's best approached. And that ends our highlight snippets for Practice Compliance. Stay tuned for more episodes to come, as well as us answering your questions. This is Dr. Ben Fung with Up Doc Media, the content you need to know delivered with clinical precision.